From the beaches to the valleys, the #1 newscast at 6. KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
Good Friday evening to you. I'm Beth Farnsworth.
And I'm CJ Ward. We begin at 6 o'clock with a tour of the only structure lost in the Sherpa fire.
It has forced the closure of the state park at El Capitan Beach. News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmentary was given the first tour. John, the flames missed other structures but devastated this one.
You know, we've all been amazed that 7,000 acres burned, and on the reports there was one structure listed, and we have not been able to see it. We knew it wasn't a home. Well, today we got a first-hand look at what that structure was and what it will mean, not in the fire zone so much, but down along the waterfront at El Capitan.
We had an emergency. It got very intense for a few days, but everybody is on board. We've got a good team together, and things are working really well.
There's a positive report from the site of the only structure burned up in the recent Sherpa fire. It was the essential water treatment facility for El Capitan State Beach, located up a canyon in an area that had some of the hottest flames in last week's fire. The wells are still working, but the now destroyed filter system is a mandatory component.
That water all has to be treated before it can go in the system, and that building is what treats it. So without that, we don't have water.
For now, the state beach, normally packed in the summer months, has to remain off limits to the public. With the water treatment plant destroyed, the campground remains empty, but there is an optimistic repair plan, and people may be able to return to these campsites at El Capitan State Beach by mid-July.
When I have to make a decision to close a park, it's the toughest thing I do as a park superintendent. It's our mission to provide recreation as well as protect the natural and cultural resources.
And these parks have a demand several times beyond their capacity during the popular summer months. While it's quiet, some of the sites are being used by firefighters as a base camp. The fire-damaged water system will get a quick fix with a temporary filter. Then the destroyed area will be leveled and rebuilt with new tanks, wiring, and pipes.
It's surprisingly not that complicated. It costs a little bit of money, but the systems are out there. There's a little bit of lead time to get them put together to meet your specific water needs. Thankfully, our needs aren't that complicated, so we should have no problem getting it here, plugging it in, and having clean, potable drinking water down in the park.
As for the large tank, it shows signs of heat impacts, but it'll be checked for structural safety as well as water quality standards before the water flows to campground guests once again. And to be specific here once again, this water was for the State Park Beach down along the waterfront. The El Capitan Resort, where the cabins are, they have their own water, and they're doing just fine after this terrible fire. In Santa Barbara, John Palmentary, News Channel 3.
Okay, thanks for clarifying, John. Now to the latest update on the Sherpa firefight. The total acreage burned stands at 7,474 acres tonight with 93% containment. Full containment is expected now on Monday.